all throughout, and I saw Trump rising up, and then I saw an attempt on his life. This bullet flew by his ear, and it came so close to his head that it busted his eardrum. And I saw he fell to his knees during this time frame.
Are the prophecies about the attempt of assassination on former President Donald Trump something that we should take into consideration, or is this something that we should hold and pump the brakes on? Well, in today's video, we're going to dive into not only this first clip that I showed you, but as well as a few others that have claimed to be prophecies about Donald Trump getting assassinated. And here is the first clip.
That's where the American people are at. It's time to build again, and it's time to fight for our children. It's time to fight for our country. And I think that's what you're going to see, that is going to shift things in an incredible momentum from this moment forward. And I think they're going to try something beside time. I think they're going to try to take it a step deeper. I think we need to be praying for President Trump's safety. I think we need to be praying over this country regarding just, other things that they would desire to do to stall things, delay things, create chaos, create diversions, because they know they can't win.
We will address in just a minute about if that is prophecy and how accurate that is. But before we get into that, here is Chris Reed giving his prophecy about this assassination attempt.
I've seen a vision over and over of former President Trump near a car getting in or out, and someone trying to take him out, an assassination attempt. And I want you to agree with me that that would be canceled. The Lord shows us these things so that we can come into agreement to stop these things. We don't want harm to come to anyone, but I want you to take that serious. And I think it's really, really important.
These two quote-unquote prophecies that we just witnessed, are they actually prophecies? Well, according to the scriptures, this is not prophecy. Now, we're going to get into that first clip that I showed you, because this one is the one that is most talked about and most considered accurate to the events that occurred. But these two that we just watched are very broad. Many people were actually saying that the attempt of assassination would happen to Donald Trump because they tried to do many different things to silence him. But these are very broad. These are not prophecies. But now, this one that is really taking the reins on this prophecy topic, is this prophecy?
All throughout, and I saw Trump rising up, and then I saw an attempt on his life. This bullet flew by his ear, and it came so close to his head that it busted his eardrum. And I saw he fell to his knees during this time frame, and he started worshiping the Lord. He got radically born again during this time frame. I'm talking, people say he's saved now, but he becomes really on fire for Jesus, for what I saw coming.
Now, we need to really break down this prophecy. This gentleman says, Brandon Biggs says that Donald Trump has a bullet fly by his ear and that it actually bust his eardrum. Well, that wasn't the case on this situation. It actually took off his ear. Some of his ear was gone. Now, to figure out if his eardrum is busted, time will tell, but that wasn't what was told and shared with the public. The other thing that he's saying is he fell to his knees and began to worship the Lord. When we watch the clip of Donald Trump, he's not falling on his knees worshiping the Lord. He's falling on his knees, being surrounded by Secret Service, as well as asking if he can put his shoe on. And then when he stands up, he starts throwing his fist in the air saying, "Fight, fight, fight." And everyone starts chanting USA. This does not show a man who is all of a sudden surrendering his life to the Lord and passionately, zealously living for Christ. Now, could Donald Trump have this revelation and be like, man, my life was almost taken from me. I need to really examine my life and surrender my life to the Lord? I mean, that could happen. Absolutely. We should be praying for the salvation of Donald Trump. So this prophecy, although sounds very accurate because of the bullet flying by Donald Trump's ear that Brandon is saying here, we do need to examine it, and we need to see how accurate is this prophecy. And currently, it is not as accurate as people are making it seem to be. Although more accurate than these other so-called prophecies, but this one, again, we need to pump the brakes, hold off, and really examine. And when we do that, we see that there are holes in this prophecy. But let's be praying for Donald Trump, his recovery, every single person involved, including the shooter's family, the victims of those who one person has had their life taken from them due to this, and everybody involved. And let's be praying truly that Donald Trump would surrender his life fully to the Lord and be radically saved for the glory of Jesus Christ. As if you enjoyed this video, consider subscribing to the BTteam Ministry YouTube channel, as well as drop a like and leave a comment down below. Let me know your thoughts on this whole prophecy discussion. And if you enjoyed this video, you might like this one over here.